Hello, my name is Anna Larsen. I had a really interesting experience in an online class today. So I thought I would just record it and talk about it. So we're using Microsoft Teams to run the online classes, and there's only a few students in the group, so it's for a Masters of Teaching, but also some of the undergraduate students as well. So a bit of a mix of students. Some of us have been online all semester. Some of us obviously have just suddenly become online students. And we were talking about an assessment task, and basically we've got two assessment tasks that are linked. The first one is to do a lesson plan, and then the second one is to do a unit. So 3 weeks of lesson plans. And the lecturer asked for suggestions, and I said, well, sometimes the Moodle shell gives us information, but it would be really good to just get like a 5-minute video with your perspective on that. And I gave her an example. So right back in week 1 of semester, in our Moodle shell, there was a written document that provided information and an accompanying video about a hook activity. So, this is the idea that at the start of the class, you do a short activity just to kind of get students curious, bring them on board, get them engaged. And the document explained very, very briefly, it basically made one comment about how it's good to have some sort of hook activity, and then it described a particular hook activity where they had a number of artifacts, and students had to guess the use of those sort of ancient artifacts. Then the video was somebody talking about how to run that particular hook activity. So it wasn't done by our lecturer, it was just a random video about this particular hook activity. And I said, that was great. And I really felt like I understood that particular activity. I feel confident that I could do the same activity in the classroom based on the information that I was given. But when it came for me to do my lesson plan, I knew I wanted to include a hook activity, but that particular one didn't suit my assessment task. So I just said, it would be really good just to have some general information about hook activities. What makes a good hook activity? What makes a bad hook activity? What is really the purpose of them? Why do we do them? Why are they important? Just the lecturer's views. Maybe she's got a favorite website that's got a whole bunch of hook activities on it. Something that gives more general information about the hook activity. Because I asked her, I said, I'm guessing that in week 1, you guys were still running your on-campus lessons. And I bet that one of the discussions you had in that tutorial was about hook activities. And she nodded and smiled, and she's like, you're absolutely right. She realized straight away that conversation, well, of course it took place on campus. Of course that discussion happened in that on-campus tutorial. But of course, the online students didn't get it. We didn't have online classrooms. There was no Teams video conference meetings. All we got was information about one particular hook activity. And I just felt like that was a very obvious example of what it's like, the difference between the information that online students get and on-campus students get. Sometimes it's great. Sometimes it's very equal, very even, equitable. Sometimes it is equitable, but sometimes it's not. And the online students are left to fill in the blanks themselves, whether that's by further research or just thinking it out, logically thinking it out, or by taking the time to ask questions in forums or email their lecturers, etc., etc. For now, I really just wanted to share that one experience that I had today in an online class. that even though I've been an online student all semester, the online classes have only begun post COVID-19. Prior to that, there were some gaps for sure in what I was offered as an online student compared to the on-campus students. Thanks for listening. Hope you're having a great week. Stay safe.